what's up, soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome to episode number 4 of Inside the Mind of a Speedrunner, where today we're interviewing Kingman with his new world record that he got last week on Gorod Krovi with a time of 35 minutes and 59 seconds with Mega Gobblegums. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty well today. How you doing, man?
I am doing well. I love this series because we get to talk to the people who actually get the records, which is super good and exciting, I think, because we don't make mistakes. That's like one of the main things that I like about it. So once again, guys, as always, make sure to go check out Kingman. His channel will be linked down below, as well as the record run, his Twitter as well, if you guys want to follow him there. And he does live streams pretty much every day as well, and a lot of other records as well, if you guys are interested in that stuff. And you probably wouldn't be watching this if you weren't. So without further ado, let's jump right into the record and check this thing out. All right, so we're jumping in here right away. What is the first thing you have to do right away off the bat?
Well, right away, you're going to see me hitting the gum here. So there's pretty much 2 gums you're looking for, either shopping free or raindrops.
And that's to get to power immediately, right?
Yeah, pretty much your goal is to get some power as soon as possible here, whether it's round 1 with 6 zombies or round 2 with 8 zombies. And you need to get the tube, which will be getting either round 1 or round 2 right away. If you flip around trying to get the tube, you have to. It's pretty much a restart. You're losing 30 plus seconds just trying to wait for that to spawn in between rounds.
Okay, so I noticed you nuked right away. Is that usually a better idea if you're trying to get faster spawns?
Yeah, pretty much my goal there's at 19 seconds I nuke it because that will flip around, and since I wouldn't have the points without the nuke, I just might as well flip the round because it's easy and more efficient.
Okay. So you got shopping free here. Are you gonna just hit the gum again, or are you actually gonna open stuff?
At this point, I'm just trying to get the tube and flipping gums because I want to get anywhere but here before I take the first dragon because, well, you'll see it later. So we'll probably just let that go.
You got it right there, and you're already in Dragon Command, obviously. So is like 112 when you place it in a good time usually?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Occasionally, like, you're looking for a time like 1 minute to like a minute 20. That's usually a pretty good time, in my opinion. Also, for these tubes here, like the modules, this is probably the best location you can get. Like, there's some spawns that are quicker. Right? Yeah, there's some spawns that are quicker, some spawns that are slower. You're just trying to get lucky enough with the fastest spawns, like this one.
Okay, and also above armories fast as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so both of those spots are pretty good. So now obviously you're hitting the box. You want to get the Mark 3s, and everyone knows you have insane luck when it comes to speed runs.
Oh yeah.
So you get them pretty quick. Like, do you ever do this run if you don't have the Mark 3s? Is there like any resets if you don't have them?
Well, there are actually 3 guns you can use in the speedrun. You have to get the Mark 3, obviously, an XM53 or the Alpha Siege. Either of them can take out Gersh pretty quickly, and Nikolai as well. So you saw there, I just got the Mark 3.
Yeah, and you have ABH as well, which is nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be holding my ABH until first fly when I grab the egg.
Yep.
You'll see later on. And there I just got my yellow tube. So it's always a set pattern from Dragon Command tube, Supply Depot tube, and then Tank tube.
So is it faster just to go through the train there?
Through the bridge there. Just to get in the supply quicker, yes. And then you see that I got a Dragon Command module. Yep. It's not terrible, that one, but it's not the best. But like some of the best ones you can get is the one in between Jug and the Shield, Barracks, like I just had, Armory, that area between Supply and Armory. Those are all probably the 3 or 4 best spots to get and run. Yeah,
because you want to be close to placing all 3 of those things in so you can ride the dragon right away, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much closest to where you need to be for your next tube, and spawns, and just in general, yeah, spawns.
Okay. Yes. So this is just pretty much straightforward, just doing the modules. There's nothing.
Yeah, the speedrun is very linear. Like, you're pretty much doing Easter egg in what I would consider the easiest way possible. Like getting through the rounds quick. You're not going too high of a round. Because the issue with some casual games is that you're playing up around 20, and here I'm just pausing the game so I can mark down my valve numbers. So like, Dragon Command valve was, I believe, a 2 this game. Like, you'll see I use a website called Airflow Fluctus. You could probably put in the description of this video, just so everyone knows what I'm using.
Is that the one that Trav made?
I believe so.
Yeah, Travino made it.
Yeah, I'll send you a link to it.
I already have it bookmarked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one I use too, because it tells you which ones you actually have to turn and which ones are all set, which is really nice, because there's only certain combinations, which is really cool.
Yeah, a little fun fact is that the only one you do not have to flip is where the actual tube is. You have to flip 5 of the 6. So you see there, I just got my tank tube, so I'm just trying to kill the round a little bit. Because you don't necessarily have to kill every single zombie in the round. If you have about 5 or 6 left, you can finish up at the tube, and it'll automatically flip as soon as it finishes.
Okay. So you ended up getting this one in a decent spot as well, right?
This is probably the best spot to get.
Best possible, just because you have to place it in right away.
Yeah, like the spawns
so you literally finish and boom, you're done. Place them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense for that being the absolute best possible spot.
Yeah.
So is there like a certain spawn manipulation that you do at any point for these, or is it kind of just set spawns and you just know where they are?
It's honestly just set spawns. Like the way they spawn, how fast they spawn is completely random, but they're always going to spawn the same 3 or 4 areas, just at different paces.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So you see there, that's fine. So you see there, I placed all my things down. So I'm running straight to supply, and you'll see just in a second I'm going to turn on the trap.
Yep, the laser trap.
Which is important for the trophy, the Mangler trophy in there, and you see it there. My supply valve is right there. I don't think my tube was there, but you see the valve there. I just marked that down. Make sure I've marked everything that I've gotten so far. So I believe the only one missing now for valves are barracks, which is over by tank, and the apartment, which I won't be getting until the very end when I start the actual valve step itself.
Okay, so now you have like one of the coolest transportation methods of all time. The dragons are really cool. Obviously, you got to fly from all 3 places so you can get the wings towards the end of the speed run. That makes a lot of sense. So just going from supply, is there a specific reason for that? Is it because it's the farthest away, kind of, or
you can honestly
just get
go
it over
supply
with
or tank first? Yeah, but I just get it over with to make it a little easier for myself.
Okay, so right here you're just getting the egg, right? You're not doing the lockdown.
Yeah, it's lockdown you do afterwards, because you'll be doing the egg, like everything you need to do for the egg, you'll be doing during the lockdown.
Okay.
So there I'm kind of spamming away. And then as soon as I pick up the egg, I use the aim weapon here, go to drag command, which pretty much saves about 30 seconds because it's a waste of time going through the sewers. And there, see there, I just picked up my trophy.
Yeah, when do you end up shooting the pipe?
Next time I go through after incubation.
Okay. That makes sense.
Now I'm just waiting for the dragon coming. I got my perkaholic there.
Yeah, and there's a thing on Gorod where like even if the dragon blows in a different spot, it still counts, right?
Yeah, it has to be. You can place it anywhere even before the dragon breathes fire. You can place it anywhere, and as long as the dragon breathes fire anywhere in the map, it will always keep the egg.
Okay, so yeah that's kind of broken.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's been like that since launch though. So
yeah, it's kind of like the fire staff exploit from Black Ops 2. It's a thing that exists, makes things a little easier.
Yeah, those are the best things in zombies sometimes.
Oh yeah. So now I'm just waiting for the dragon to come in. And the dragon behaves in 3 ways. Like, you see him, he took that hard right turn there. Like, not a nice gradual turn. Like, when he takes that hard right turn, that means he's coming in to breathe fire. So he's either going to have a gradual turn left, a gradual turn right, or a hard right turn.
So do you just wait up there to make sure that he's going to breathe fire, and then you go build the shield?
Yeah, and then as soon as he breathes fire, that's why I end the round. Because I've played 2 full rounds.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I got raindrops, which is going to help with the round quite a bit.
Yeah, and also this is a fast spawn location. Is there a specific reason why you came here as opposed to placing the egg somewhere else? Just fast spawns, or because the box was here?
Well, probably a couple reasons to look at. Like classics no guns, for example, you would always go to where the box was located. Here, you can always just go here because you have raindrops, you have all these guns you can use, so it doesn't necessarily matter where you go.
Okay.
Or, here.
So you kind of just went here anyways.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, so once you get the egg, obviously you're gonna fly again, right? Because you can do pretty much all the upgrades right away, essentially.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get fire at, I guess, tank, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know some of this because I did speedrun this first time back in the day. Co-op, obviously.
Yep, so I just flipped around there. I can be able to pick up my egg.
Yep.
I'm just double checking to see if the dragon is coming in because there's actually some ways you can actually manipulate the dragon so he did not come in. So if you're in like certain areas in between, like set locations, like if you're in between supply and armory, and you see there he just took a heart, right, and he's coming in. But like places like there, like I just mentioned, the shield location, like even those certain areas, the dragon would never land and breathe fire because those are areas he cannot breathe fire in.
Yeah. So I mean that's really good RNG.
Yeah, it can take either like 45 seconds, like you just saw there, or like 3 minutes for the dragon to actually come in.
Yeah, and like the dragon's supposed to aggro to where you are, right? Like for the most part. Mm-hmm. Is there a reason the laser trap was on right there?
I was just trying to get through the round a little quicker because after I do this lockdown, after I incubate the egg, I just try to get to the round as fast as possible. Because I have to play 2 full rounds just like the keying of the egg.
Okay, and is there a specific Valkyrie round you want as well?
Round 9 Valkyries would be nice, but it's not really required.
Okay.
For this. So now I just came here for a second time. This time though, I'm gonna be doing my lockdown.
Yeah.
And I'll be doing my egg here, which is the penetrate multi kills and the melee kills. Okay. I'm just trying to get like nukes or something like that, just so I can finish lockdown a little quicker at the end. And little fun fact: MG42 actually counts for his collateral kills. You
even if you only kill one, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people still don't know that, but that's like such a good shortcut.
It's a very efficient shortcut.
Yeah, I remember finding that out like I think within the first month or 2 of the map coming out, and yeah, I've been using it ever since. It's really OP.
Yeah, and little fun fact about the Manglers is that I actually had, well, the normal set for Manglers per lockdown is 4, like per phase of it. But since I was using fast restarts, I just learned about the fast restart thing like 2 days ago at the time I was recording. Apparently if you use fast restarts and you do this lockdown, a couple of fast restarts later, it'll actually spawn 5 Manglers. I don't know why that's the case, but instead of 4 Manglers like it should be, there are 5 Manglers per phase in the lockdown.
So does that make it easier to get the helmet or whatever?
It wouldn't really matter either way because
you don't
have
get
to wait
the helmet?
for all the zombies. Yeah, I don't get the helmet, and you just have to wait for the zombies to spawn in. Anyways.
Okay. So you're using the Locust. Is it actually good for this?
Everyone, gather around.
No, I just want to have a little bit of fun because there's really, you can't really speed up or slow down this part.
Yeah, it's all timed.
Yeah.
So do you even essentially have to kill the zombies?
You do, but you don't really do it too. Like once you're at the very end of the phase, yes, you guys start killing pretty quickly. But like at the very beginning, like right after you kill all the Manglers at the start, I can just take my time until the very end.
Okay, that makes sense. So this is just pretty straightforward. You're obviously trying to headshot the Manglers as fast as possible to just get them over with.
Mm-hmm.
How many restarts did you have to do for this run?
Pretty good amount.
You don't know the exact amount, or?
Yeah, I'd say probably anywhere to 100, 150, but that's fast restarts too. And half of those came from the very first, like 10 seconds trying to hit the gum.
Yeah. Yeah, I know all about fast restart and having to wait as well, I guess.
Yeah, this was my first time actually turning on fast restarts as well. Because when I did classics and no gums, I never actually used them because I didn't have a reason to until I got gums.
Yeah. And
so now that I finished
that saves a lot of time.
Oh yeah, it seems
especially
like
on Black Ops 3 when every load is crazy long.
Yeah, so here I'm just trying to focus on the Manglers that are spawning in. I listen to sound cues of them spawning in. That's how I figure out where they are in the map. And the reason for that is at the like 20 or so seconds after I kill all them, I'm gonna nuke the I'm gonna use a nuke, and that should end the lockdown automatically instead of me having to run around everywhere trying to kill all the zombies spawning around the map. Mm-hmm. It just speeds things up like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Which is why I'm pulling the nukes.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you also wanted to end the round too, right? Does that end the round or no?
No, since you're in the lockdown.
You want to place the egg down before you end the round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would require an extra round of sitting.
Mm-hmm. So now the lockdown is finished. Pick up the Dragon Strike, and since I also finished my egg challenges during that lockdown, I can actually incubate my egg right away instead of having to the other thing. Yeah.
So you're gonna shoot the pipe this time, right?
Yes.
Okay, because you don't have AVH, obviously.
No. And since I'm going back here one more time for pretty much the rest of the game, I need to hate here. If I don't, I have to pretty much restart reality.
Yeah. That would waste time, and you only want to come here after getting the egg incubated and then the final challenge or whatever.
Yeah, and you see up those Valkyries, I killed them pretty close to the generator to turn it on. That's going to trigger the outside. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to be checking department when you get back, right?
Yeah.
First right away, because you didn't check that one yet?
Yeah, I haven't checked it yet. I think it was department and barracks. Like, I occasionally check barracks if I have the time. I'm not sure if I did it this game. But sometimes I check it, sometimes I don't. Like, it's already kind of in the way, so.
Okay, is that lockdown for the incubation thing timed?
No, you need a certain amount of kills.
Okay, so it's kills.
Yeah. You can either save or lose about 5-10 seconds there, depending on how fast the spawns are.
Yep.
And a little fun thing about spawns here, as soon as you exit the sewer, they'll actually already be spawning in, so you get about 10 free kills here. And since I actually got those fire kills before I started lockdown very early, I know that my round's going to take a little bit, so I had to wait a few seconds just to make sure I had the kills ready to go. And I'm not too sure if I ended the round here. Could be wrong though. Yeah, it didn't end the round there. I would want to end the round there, so I got lucky with my department there. Like, the best spot to get the green light is at department, so you don't have to waste your time running around the map trying to find the green, so you have a set idea of what you have to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So right now I'm just checking all my valve numbers, trying to figure out the best route to do it, because I have 2 options, and it all depends on like what the most optimal route is.
Yep. So
right now I'm just trying to end the round and try to make sure I can get, because I'm hoping for round 9 Valkyries, so I can speed things up for the second round.
Yeah. So you already know where your tube is and everything already at this point as well. So you placed the Dragon Strike obviously as well.
Yeah. You just need to know the green location and the pink location. Then you have to improvise your route based on what those 2 locations are and how those affect each valve.
And you just picked up the Mangler trophy as well from the laser beforehand.
Yep.
And then the nuke from the Dragon Strike.
Yep, you see I just ended the round as well.
Yep.
And I believe this game I actually had Valkyries. I did. That's actually very good RNG. You have either get 9, 10, 11, or 12, so it's a 1 out of 4 chance.
Okay.
Yep. And then since I'm already at Dragon, I call him the Dragon there, just so I speed things up a little bit.
Yeah, and then obviously the Mark III can literally destroy those things so fast.
Yeah, since there's 6 Valkyries per round, or the first Valkyrie round, there's 6 of them, so I just try to take out as many as I can and try to save 1 for the Chronos code.
Okay.
Which I'm about to do right now.
Yeah, so you place in the tube and do Chronos.
Yep. Like, this here is a speedrun in of itself. You can either save like 5-10 seconds, or you can lose about 30.
Why do you shoot so many at once? Like, that's crazy fast. Like, I didn't even realize you were done. That was like I understand how you do it, but like at the same time, like just knowing what exact like letter it needs to be and like shooting so many at once, I would not be able to do it that fast.
Yeah, pretty much what I did was memorize like the letter after or before. Like, I think it's an N for one letter, then I memorized the letter that comes before that. And then I know, like, once I see that letter, I know I have to shoot it one more time, and then I can just move on to the next one pretty quickly.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think that was the best Chronos I've ever had. I always mess it up.
Yeah, that was insane. Like, you must have got pretty decent lineups as well.
Yeah.
So obviously, you want to get the trophy here, right?
Yeah.
You have to, otherwise it's a reset as well.
Yeah.
Then
so
grab the toilet, drop down, grab the egg. Yep. 5,000.
Yep, 5,000.
Do you remember the level up glitch with that?
I do. Yeah, I never used it, but I remember it. Okay, I couldn't use it because I was on Xbox at the time.
Gotcha.
And they patched it pretty early.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think it was longer though. It was like over the weekend, whereas the giant one was 4 hours.
Oh my.
Yeah, but I remember. It was basically like, it was the same thing with grabbing the Annihilator. You just kept doing it over and over, as well as that one. But I remember like I was like level like 500 or 600 Master Prestige at that point, and I remember looking at my friends list like the next day, and like all my friends were level 1,000.
Oh wow!
And it was like, wow, okay,
Yeah.
pretty OP, because obviously you just get insane XP, and if you're already Master Prestige, there's no point.
Yeah.
You know, you might as well unlock everything and get all the emblems, because you have nothing else to unlock at that point either.
Yeah. So now I'm on the challenges. I think this time we got Nemo first, the Valkyrie.
Yep.
So I guys had over 1,000 here, so I went this way instead of going to army like barracks like I typically do. Reason for that is going this way is actually quicker than armory or barracks. I still mess them up even to this day. Amount of times I play the map.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I think one's on the other side, the other is.
Do you, with the ray guns, you're just using the slow speed the whole time, right?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to accidentally mess it up shooting the right side.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much shooting that Valkyrie, if anything, is going to kill it from my experience.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you do end up killing it at a certain point, right?
I do. I think that's going to be for everyone to figure out.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I do know a lot of stuff about the run, believe it or not. Like, I've watched other variations. I think I watched your no gum run, right? Or is it classic? You have both, right?
I have all of them, yeah.
Yeah, you get the triple crown.
We love that triple crown, boys. Round of applause. Saying ovation for everybody.
So what was like the reason you decided to speedrun this map in the first place?
I'm gonna be completely.
You just like the map or what?
I have no idea. I still have no idea to this day why I chose to get a triple.
Yeah, that's crazy though. I mean, yeah, mad respect. Obviously, Gorod's not the easiest map. A lot of other YouTubers think it's like the hardest map, which I pretty much disagree with, but that's for another day. All right, so as soon as the Valkyrie gets on the stairs, you kill it, and that's because it counts, right?
It counts to it. Pretty much as soon as it goes to the stairs there to the very end, you can kill him at any point.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was pretty recent, wasn't it?
I think it's been around for a while, but like as soon as he enters the stairs, that's been pretty recent. Like everyone always killed him as soon as he entered the trap.
Okay.
So right now I'm just trying to mark down my bombs to each location.
Yeah, there's a lot of pausing in your run, I noticed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the end of like the major pausing.
Yeah, because you just gotta make sure you know the exact order. And did you get a good order in this as well? You pretty much have to get a decent order, right?
It's kind of hard to get a good order. You just gotta work with what you have in the end. Pretty much, if you get Dragon Command first and Department Store 4th or 5th, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, but this time I got the Dragon Command 5th and Department Store 6th. But being able to go like in a straight line here for all of them was pretty nice to have, but I had to go up and down the last two.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever get nervous at the bomb step anymore?
No, it's...
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people always say it's like the hardest, but I feel like solo makes it easier if you know where all the bombs are.
Yeah, if it's solo, it's a very easy step if you keep on pausing and you know where everything is. Co-op, it's a little nerve-wracking because you can't pause, and if someone messes up, you're kind of screwed, but
yeah,
solo is a pretty easy
That's
step.
why you got to play with people who know what they're doing.
Yep.
Or just do the entire thing by yourself and don't trust anyone.
That's what I've learned.
I've carried a lot of people through Gorod, and most of the time I'm like doing all the bombs with one person, and I'm just like, just don't touch anything. Telling certain people, just don't do anything, please. Like, please don't ruin it. And there's been times where I obviously have messed up myself or other people as well, and it's just a big rip when everyone goes down.
Yeah, let's just say I've had a few moments where I've kind of, killed everyone and ended the game. But, that's okay. We're watching the record run, not me trolling my friends.
Yep.
Yeah, but for my friends out there watching this, I'm sorry, but you know what? I did it for the greater good.
So you got the department last. So is that obviously the worst spot because you got to run all the way back to start the next challenge?
Yeah, it's not preferable to have.
You want to finish in Dragon Command, right?
You want to get Dragon Command first since you're already there.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And this time what did I get this time? Gersh, I think? Mangler? I'm honestly not too sure what I got here.
Yeah, you're just running all over the place. I have no idea either.
I'm confused now. What is happening? Okay, so I did get Gersh.
Oh, you did get Gersh, yes.
I'm like, even I'm confused. So I got Gersh here.
Obviously, you can use any packed weapon. So having the Mark III, you can literally trap them, right?
Yeah, Mark III is one hit on Gersh.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, so if you want to turn the volume up a little bit here, because volume is going to be important at this point.
Okay.
Yep. Well, I'll be a little bit crazy here. So I'm running away. Right, there's a Dragon Strike here.
Yep.
That Dragon Strike is pretty important. You guys see something happen here.
Okay.
Yep. Hear that Gersh on the right side? That's him going Dragon Command immediately, and that's what we call the first of 3 quote skips. Pretty much, I can skip a lot of his quotes by triggering a quote of my own before before I start talking again to Gersh. And I turn on this trap here.
And it just skips the screaming the entire time. That's crazy.
It does. It saves a good minute there.
Wow.
Yep. So
that's something you have to learn if you're gonna ever speedrun this, man.
Yep. All the quote skips in total save about 2 minutes.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I was confused at first, like where the Mangler was, because I didn't hear his spawn, like his sound effect to spawn in.
So and there's a reason you didn't pack much the Draken, right? So you could shoot off his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Draken's like the best weapon to have on pack because one shot pretty much.
I've had moments where I've actually shot the Mangler from Mark III. It works, but it's very risky.
Yeah. That makes sense for being risky.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, obviously having him run is nice.
Run.
Are you able to kill the Mangler, or do you actually have to bring him all the way?
You actually have to bring him all the way, unfortunately. Hate to see it.
Yeah. I mean, it's still pretty fast because he is running, so it's not like you're going super slow. Because I remember, like, most people, they just go, like, normal speed of the Mangler and don't know about the arm thing.
Yeah.
Which can waste time. So, next up is the module.
Yep.
Is there a specific spot you want for this every time?
Dragon Command. Every time.
Okay. Just because it's right there.
Yeah. You guys see how slow the supply depot is. Like, I remember before this run, I got Dragon Command 4 times in a row. I've never gotten Dragon Command ever in a speed run up until those points.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was like,
do you think the probability is higher in the other two, or is it the same?
It's the same for every time, but for me, I don't know why. I always seem to get supply.
Yeah, but you get lucky in other parts though,
Yeah, everything except this.
Yeah. You hate to see it, dude. You hate to see it.
I'm literally crying the club right now, man.
Yeah. So this one's pretty straightforward. You're just trying to get kills as fast as possible.
Trying to get kills as fast as possible. Like, I think at some points where kills don't even register in at some point because zombies are that far away.
Yeah.
But luckily, I got the faster of the 2 spawns here. If it's in the trenches at the right side, it would actually be much slower somehow.
Also, there's different spots for each area.
Yeah, so there's 2 per area. There's one there, one in the trenches, and then there's 2 others in the other 2 spots.
Wow.
Cool. Yeah. So
you're
I just finished it there.
The mini dragon baby.
Yep, baby girl, fly away. And I was waiting for him to pick up the cargo. See, I was getting upset there. I'm like, I knew it was gonna happen, but it just sucks to see it.
You have to switch out your specialist so that it's charged for the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need a charge by the time I do power core, which I can easily charge up during the final lockdown with the Manglers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. You're gonna place it in Sophia, and now it is time for the last and final challenge.
It's time for the final,
which is always
lockdown.
The final part. So once you get to this part in the run, do you feel like really confident if you're ahead?
Oh yeah, like from here on in, it's pretty linear, like pretty set in stone what your time is gonna be.
Okay.
You see, I have those anywhere but here's on right now. Those are pretty much the only parts of RNG involved now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so from the time you hit the download progress to the very end, it's exactly 3 minutes, no matter what.
Okay.
So here I started 27 minutes 55 seconds. I know it's gonna end at 30 minutes and 55 seconds, give or take.
Okay. So you just got to make sure that you grab it, and the strategy is usually just to save one Mangler, right? And then just run around.
Get my as long as my dragons charge up, I can save one Mangler.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do they just spawn indefinitely for the whole lockdown?
Not until the final phase. They only spawn like a set amount first 3 phases because there's only one location they can spawn in. But once all 3 areas are open, they just spawn indefinitely, like over and over again.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. So since I've been dragon charge now, I'm just trying to get down to 1 final Mangler. Yeah, this is what we call the warm up for the final boss fight. Or it gives me a chance just to breathe, get myself ready, mentally prepare.
Decide if you want to break your shield to get another one before.
Yeah, like typically I don't grab a shield because it does waste a little time. But in the odd case I need a shield, I'll go ahead and grab it.
So you've only done 1 time skip, right? So far.
Both those Gersh skips during the Gersh.
Oh, okay.
2 of them.
So you just have the last one for Sophia, right?
Yeah. Okay. Which people will see in a few minutes.
Yeah. All right. So you're finally finishing up the download here. Obviously, you've just been running around over and over with the Mangler.
Yep. And as soon as that download progress is off my screen, I blow them up because that's how we know it's over. And we grab that card. Used anywhere but here. Hopefully we could spawn. This time we did not. The best spot would be anywhere closer or right at Giant Command. Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much the worst spot you can get. Pretty much.
It can either be the worst spot or the best spot, which you'll see in just a moment.
Yeah, because you want to teleport there with the other AVAs.
You do.
So you give card. So where do you do the time skip for this?
Well, there's a quote your character can say, like asking where the power core is, like saying you want it. I've tried it hundreds of times. I don't think it's possible. I think I've done it once, but I think it was by a gun off the wall. I'm not too sure how this one works. Like I always just use a dragon straight because I don't need it anyway, so it's always worth a try. So now I'm just trying to pick it up right there. There's a second anywhere, but here, straight to spawn. Give the power core to Nikolai.
That one seems way more common than uncommon.
Yeah. It's like
especially at that point.
There's like 3 or 4 areas in spawn alone you can get from anywhere but here.
Yeah, and you don't really care about your specialist anymore at this point, right?
Yeah, at this point you don't need it.
Yeah.
Now I'm just running against the clock, getting back to Giant Command, and we're on to our final quote skip. So like, screen flashes white, like half a second later, I buy the trap, don't hear Sophia's quote, I drop right into the boss
she's
fight.
Just gone. That's crazy fast. Dang.
Yeah, I think the exact time, I'm not sure, it's like 34 seconds from what I've heard people say. I don't really care exact time, it's like, I don't care how much time it saves, if it saves time, I use it.
Alright, so you're right up in there right away.
Right up in this run. Yes, we are. This is my first time ever getting a sub 33 boss fight, so I know I'm on record pace now. Because the boss fight typically is like 3 minutes, 10 seconds to 3.5 minutes.
Okay.
Like, there's some RNG, like how Nikolai and the dragon behave, like going from one area to another and triggering like parts of boss fight, but it's pretty much for the most part linear from here on in.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, let's view that dragon coming in. Oh, wait, no, wait. The dragon always just comes up from the buildings there and flies over, but...
I'm surprised you're not just using the Mark IIIs at this point. You're still using an unpacked dragon.
Yeah, I just utilize my aim assist because it's very overpowered on PC. Just look at that go.
Yeah, I mean, you're still only on round 13, so that definitely can save time.
Yeah. Now, the things that work with this boss fight is the dragon always, like, when Nikolai shoots the dragon, it's always on the left side, then the right side, and then in the middle. That's pretty much how I know how this boss fight works. Like, how he flies from one area to another is completely random. It depends how fast or slow he actually does attack the dragon, but he always shoot him from the left side first, right side second, middle third, then the first part of the boss fight off.
Gotcha.
So, the reason why I'm in this corner is it's just much easier to be here than running around the entire area, being on fire, trying to avoid manglers, zombies, all that stuff.
Yeah, it seems like none of them are spawning from the back, so they're all directly in front of you.
Yeah, so once I see Nikolai starting to fire, I go over this side, get myself ready, couple yellow orbs there, protect myself, shoot the dragon, and then run to the final phase of the first phase of this boss fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta shoot him in the neck.
Yep. So right now I'm just trying to keep myself alive, make sure I don't get myself downed, because as you would know, downing is not a good thing in zombies.
Nope. The number one tip, don't down.
It's probably worth 3 tips. That's how important downing or not downing is.
Unless you're doing it on purpose, which actually is some speedrun.
You're actually right. Now I'm thinking
Like Call of Dead and stuff, right?
Yeah.
All right, so boom.
We are done with the first phase of this boss fight. We are.
Imagine getting the challenge in the boss fight.
We love that challenge.
The guts go flying everywhere.
Yep. We love those guts. That was a really bad thing to say. I'm sorry.
So it's already 35-30. So you kill our boy quick.
This is the fastest I've ever killed Nikolai, with or without anywhere but here, or in plain sight. Like,
Dang.
This was stupidly fast. Like, and like I said before, I died here like 5 times in a row before this run. So you're gonna see how fast this is. Just, I'm gonna let the game do the talking.
Yeah, I mean, you just know exactly where to shoot. I mean, you got red screen. I didn't even see where you're shooting half the time. You just have muscle memory or something. But
Basically,
there it is.
I was just shooting away. I was just firing away, trying not to get myself killed.
So after this run, how much faster do you think it is possible for this?
Well, let's look at my issues with the run. My first fly could be a little quicker because my first fly of this game was like a 5 minute 45 seconds, and I've gotten like a 5:05 before, so that's already 40 seconds knocked off. Valves I think were pretty good, so I don't think it's probably a few seconds here and there I could save. So it's probably up to 50 seconds of time save. Mangler and supply would be a little quicker as well.
You could probably do sub 35.
Easily sub 30. Well, not easily because you gotta get super lucky.
Yeah.
I'd say probably a 34-30 ish.
Okay.
Anywhere between 34-30 would be what I would consider the perfect run.
Are you ever gonna go for a faster time while you have the record or no?
I love Gorod Krovi, but I gotta hang my shoes up.
Yeah, gotta get ready for a Cold War.
Yeah, if you want to turn the volume up here, just listen to some SpongeBob music while we're enjoying. Just right off into the sun.
You gotta love it, dude.
I did for every single record speedrun on this map. This is what I consider my theme song for speedrun.
All right, well, that is the whole run. Thank you for coming on for episode 4 of this series.
Yep. Thank you for having me.
And yeah, I look forward to more episodes coming soon. Hopefully, I'll be posting these during Cold War 2 for older maps, but I'm probably gonna wait a little while before I get back into it. Just because I want to focus on that game a lot. I know a lot of people do, and let's hope it's really good. So once again, guys, check out Kingman's links. All of them will be down below in the description, and tell them I sent you guys over there. So see you in the next one.
I am expecting you boys to subscribe to GregFPS, okay? Do not subscribe to me. I am not worth it.
I'd say we both are worth it. But most people watching this probably already are subscribed.
Yeah. So right here, I was just right here, just it took me a second to really get in the fact that I was a triple crown holder now. So it took me a few seconds to freak out, and now I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
This was at midnight too. I'm like,
just
last
spam.
midnight.
That's usually the way you can tell that you're happy. Just as many weapons as possible, spamming.
Yeah.
All right, Kingman. Well, thank you for joining me, and everyone watching this. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Goodbye, gamers. See you later.